They did some things significantly better. I'm gonna save the best thing for last. But I do want to mention a
Engordar,
couple of
pau
important
no cu, a
things.
mulher, mano. Gostei não. Fiquei meio
First
bravo.
thing, the shoulders are
Ah,
significantly larger than we normally see. They are also not as low
engordar.
as we normally see. They've done here mostly what I've been telling them to do, which is to stop the traps and bring the shoulders up. And they have done that. It looks significantly better than most of the Spider-Man figures. They did it like in a weird way because this body is halfway realistic MCU looks and then halfway comic-y. It's very strange. So you do have the bigger shoulders, but the arms are too long, which is weird. It's like they left the arms low where they normally do and then just stretched everything up to fit that top spot. It's not that big of a deal, they're not super low, but they're a little bit long, just a little bit. And his torso is very tiny. He's very strangely proportioned. And I know Tom Holland's a pretty trim guy, pretty small guy, fairly petite. This has a weird lankiness to it that I think is
Paciência
not
não.
really representative of him. Part of it is his neck is really long. Part of it is the hip situation, which we'll get to. The chest, the whole thing is just kind of strange all the way around. A little bit weird, sculpt-wise. It's good if you look at the details, but there's a lot of weird stuff hidden, and it's thrown off the overall look. One of the things being the way they did the elbow joint, which we'll look at a little bit more later. They kind of keep the sculpt going onto the joint right here on that blue part, and it looks really weird. It looks kind of wrinkly and funky and strange. And then the joint itself is strange. We'll get to that, but okay, let's pan back out and just comment on the fact that the reds are very different in different places, particularly in this front here being duller than the rest. Most of it is pretty consistent, and that's kind of strange. The paint job for the webbing is kind of hit or miss. It's fairly decent in a lot of places. Then we have other places where it's fairly not, like front and center right there. What is that happening at his neck? It's all chunky and weird and not lined up. Very strange. Hands are lazy as hell. They just didn't even bother putting that around the knuckles at all. And then down here on the boots, it's halfway decent, and this is all sculpted webbing, so it's like they put some effort into it, no doubt, but it's still like they just can't not be a Hasbro product. Also, in the movie, does he have giant handles like this? Because his web lines are very inconsistent on the side. Some are tiny, like around the neck, they're super tiny, tiny little pepperport, and then giant panels around here. It's very strange. I don't know if that's how it is in the movie. He's metallic blue, which is not bad. We've definitely seen worse. It looks okay. Alright, and then the last thing for the suit that I wanted to mention is the texture is a little bit inconsistent. In some places it's very obvious on the chest and head, for instance. It's very obvious. Then on the arms, you can't really even tell it's there. In some places you can see it. We can't even zoom in any further without it losing focus. You can't see the texture. So in some places it's very obvious, in other places there's just none. So that's very, very, very strange. Another good thing they did, I mentioned how the shoulders are bigger and higher, they are also set farther back, which is nice. And there's a butterfly, so you can bring them forward if you want, but that's clearly not neutral. If you put them in a neutral position, they are farther back, which is where they freaking belong. Thank you very much, Hasbro. The shoulders should be at least a little bit back, and they are. Look at the neck, look where the shoulders are. Much better look for the figure, and I like that a whole bunch. So that's a good thing. They have done some things nicely. Alright, then the last thing, which is actually really nice, this video is going on long. It's really, really nice. This head is probably the best head sculpt Hasbro has done. Is it as perfect as somebody who's customizing them, making and design and going for like super hyper realism? No, his eyes are a little bit anime-ish, but the sculpt is damn good, face and hair. And that paint job for Hasbro is without a doubt perfectly acceptable. It is a fantastic paint job. They have blushing
Disse a ele
going
que
on
me
still.
depilei com um homem.
The
Tô
eyebrows
lisinha.
are nicely done. The eyes, like I said, they're a
O
little
João
bit
depila muito
bright.
bem.
That's also looking on camera. You just have them standing on your shelf, and the eyes are slightly big still, but it's also
Não, hoje foi
top
João.
notch. They really did a good
Ela não
job.
tava aí, que teve que fazer com o
This
João.
has to be the best head they've done. Sculpt and paint
Não
wise.
sei o que tem, que preconceito é esse?
And as far as the realistic,
Ele veio por acaso.
Ai, João é muito homem.
Calcinha, ela disse, ó.
Claro que não, né? Ele viu foi pra lá, mas eu fazer pra depilação de calcinha.
Por que você não também a roupa de você pra aqui em casa?
Eu não, claro que não. Eu faço a laser, eu tô fazendo a laser, né?
É com gilete, rapaz, não tem negócio de depilar com homem, rapaz, mas não tem oportunidade de depilar com mulher.
Por que
Not
isso?
on the
Eu
side.
entrando com a mulher lá dentro da minha
Ela não ia se surpreender com nada. Tava tudo certo. Não ia ter nada demais.
Disse a ele que me dê.
Makes it a lot more efficient over here, but the legs have to stick out like that. What the heck? That shouldn't be. How is that a thing? How's Hasbro still having such trouble? And just wait till he's dressed.
Bora, Carol. Bora, o meu amigo tá atrasado.
It definitely throws off the look.
Bora tirar o badão mesmo.
But this will just like
Bora, Carol. Bora, o meu amigo tá atrasado. Bora, Carol.
Typical Hasbro problem, but some good too. Now, as far as
Pode botar mais, pode botar mais. Tem camarão, tem. Vou trazer camarão pra cá mesmo, minha filha.
$25 figure, $26 figure cost nowadays.
E depois.
That's awesome, but I'm leaving that as a secondary because it's so disparate from the
Quer
rest
que
of the
manda, meu patrão? Bota 500 gramas em colchão duro. Agora, no grau.
Do grau.
Dá uma ordem.
Did it pretty well.
Quilo e 300, bora. Só que outro, né?
It's not especially bad. It's
Aqui é da boa, viu, meu irmão? 1 quilo e 100, bora? Acho que ele tá entendendo nada. É 500, pô. É 5 e 2 0, viu? Vamos dar uma votação aí. Aqui lá em casa se estraga a carne, é só eu, mulher e 2 meninos. Eu levo isso aqui durante 2 a 3 meses, mas ele tá insistindo, velho. Próximo. Ei, nossa, que perfeito. Eu tô pedindo 500, se der 501, eu não consigo levar na lixeira da contada. Ah, rapaz, por que você não falou? Eu só assim, peça feita que eu boto 500. Deixa eu te falar, tem um saco de picanha usado que você vai usar.
okay. Let's go ahead and talk about the again.
Bota lenha no fogo que a picanha tá na mão, viu?
Pops and corn.
Confia.
This isn't going to take long. I'm going to handle this business quickly. Getting a ballpark, which is
Ai,
excellent.
ai.
Hasbro, good job. Wait, you guessed it. The opening report is very full range. It's better than
Tá
some.
saindo com você, você tem que fazer um pix, sim. Tem que pagar as contas, sim.
I want to pop the other head on because this way, with the hair, you know, it's a little bit limiting. Let's pop the Spider-Man head on, and I'll show you just what it can do. Because Hasbro is doing whatever they can to try to get people to not like double ball pegs, apparently. Also, he's very orangey. There's just a little bit of yellow to the red. Anybody else notice that? Like, it's definitely there. My lighting is completely neutral, and I can see a hint of yellow. I don't think he was that color. So you can barely look up. Can't really look down. You can lean to the side just a little bit, and then you get your rotation. So they definitely, like, it's still better than not a double ball peg, but it doesn't have any of the extremes at all. He's going to be very limited in his posing. Neutral posing is going to be great, but you're definitely not getting a lot out of it. Super unfortunate. Speaking of not getting a lot out of it, his butterfly joints, good grief. Look at that. They don't go anywhere back at all. Like, look how much they cut out of him. And then there's no range, so they can't go back. And going forward is minuscule. Rotate the arm. Okay, look at that. Just better than 90 degrees from the center point. There's like no range on this guy's arm. It's so limited for no reason. No good reason. Full rotation there. Shoulder joints does go up better than horizontal, so that's okay. Biceps swivel is fine. Double jointed elbows. Watch this. Oh, right in the skull. Because all of a sudden elbow joints are horizontal. The sculpt is not good. It would have looked better to just have the joints. Just the round discs in there rather than trying to sculpt whatever they tried to sculpt on that bicep. It looks weird. Alright, but watch this. Put it this way so it's less disorienting. He's got these giant flats sticking out because they didn't incorporate the joint. Why is not focusing on their own pen cameras because I'm always zoomed in. That is one of their ugliest elbow joints, and it's just an elbow joint for Spider-Man. They've been doing elbow joints since elbows were a thing. Look at Darwin's elbow joint. It's nice and smooth, it's seamless. I mean, obviously there's articulation, but there's no weird chunks and gaps.
26.
Exactly. What the heck?
Tá 19.
This is absurd. It's absurd. It's offensive. It's not surprised so far. Out to the side is pretty decent. That's all right. Okay, you're gonna get your rotation too. All right, so it's pretty paltry. It's not good. We do get the upside down amp crunch here, so let's see how that goes. I'll leave the top completely neutral. That's it. That's it. All right, so both of them put together, you get that. All right, let's go forward. All right, top's neutral. Even with that, you get very little range, almost none. And then for the lower waist, oh, that's right, they don't do a lower waist, so his torso sucks. Okay, moving on to the hips. We already discussed the fact that you have this really crazy gap and the hips are way too far out to the side. Unless you pop them up like that. Oh man. Alright, let's see what they do. Going out to the side. You can't do the splits. It's pretty far. It's better than most of their Spider-Man figures, but we have seen better from far chunkier guys that aren't Spider-Man, so it's acceptable, obviously. For Spider-Man, I want full on splits. Alright, so that's what his legs all the way down. Let's see how far they can go. They do go up pretty far. Obviously, it kicks it out to the side. Pretty severe degree. I think you'll be able to use that to your opposing advantage. Bring that up, since it rotates this out, and that'll give you, like, obviously, it looks good right now, but if you post it, you can get the idea that you can split it if you want to this up, and then rotate it at the top. But they didn't need to make it that complex. The hinge isn't necessary. Just make a better hip, and especially when it causes problems like this, where you have to have him standing with his legs all the way out, or he's got giant gaps, big ass hips. So, not great. Get some range out of it, but definitely aesthetically not good. And the hinge ball trick is just such a dumb idea. 99%
Não
of the
tem
time,
hora,
it's a
né?
bad idea. Not always. It sometimes works out. It's somewhere in the middle of, like, it's acceptable. Alright, thigh swivel is a thigh swivel. Nothing special there. Knees. Oh man, posing this guy sucks. That's because of these insert molded joints. Ah, come on. Let's go. Let's go, knee. You can do it. Okay, this knee's going. His knees are just like his elbows. They are a little bit cable looking. Not as bad, but you get the plastic there. You get the flesh edges and the tops and bottoms. It's not great. The portioning is better. That's good. Also, I don't know if you guys noticed, as I was trying to bend his knee, his feet are actually separate knees from his hips. Separate knees from his hips. You gotta wait for 18 lines of separate parts, and I find that he's definitely flexing a lot. I don't know if that's gonna end up being a problem, but yeah, that's fine with me. So, it's like hard to tell you what to go all the way. It's good. I mean, yeah, it's fine. Just forget about it. You look pretty far forward with this. So the parts of his articulation work pretty well, but overall, it's not good. And for a Spider-Man figure, it's pretty bad. I would say it is, it's just running real quick. That sucks for shoulder. Butterfly points suck. Shoulders are okay. Arms are okay. Elbows are okay. Torso sucks. Hips suck, but you can get some range out of them. Thigh swivel's fine. Knees are okay. Ankles are okay. That's not a good run for a Spider-Man. 4 out of 10 is particularly low because
Aê! Oreno tá! Drop! Uhum. Observem. Ah, claro que ele vai dar. Ah, claro. Se fufu. Não, não negue, não negue. Não negue. Não negue. Rapaz, esses jogadores são demorados demais. Uou! Yeah! Boom! Hey! Invoca, não invoca, invoca, não invoca, invoca, não invoca. Mas vamos invocar, né? Tem que aproveitar essa. Aí é uma força espelha, a armadilha, só falta. É pra coisar daquele jeito mesmo.
Faça MBA número 1 do ranking de
Não, não
educação
é.
superior do Brasil. O mercado prefere quem tem mais dinheiro. Prefere FGV.
Welcome to Events and the channel that I'm at. Man, we are having problems in our collective. The biggest problem is hate amongst the collectors, man. We cannot let our brothers and sisters shine. We gotta call them out on everything. We cannot let them just enjoy the spotlight for a second. Dude, let alone them having a different hobby than we do. In the same damn action figure or toy community, let them be Funko Pop collectors, diecast car collectors. People pissing off. Oh man, it's some bullshit, man. You need to collect real things. Motherfucker, you collecting toys too. What is the deal? Why are you griping? Dude, it's Power Ranger collectors griping on Fortnite collectors. I'm like, they same quality. You know, it's like, what is really going on? Why can't we just sit back and enjoy one another? And just say, man, okay, that's his hobby. I'm okay with that. That's good. Why we gotta destroy another person, then sit back once they get in our shit, they start destroying our shit, we get mad. Dude, why are we creating enemies in our community? It's like we cannot see nobody win. We gotta drag their ass for dear life. Then when they get mad, we feeling some kind of way. When they shut that shit down, remember at the end of the day, all this shit right here, you see this? Funko Pops, action figures, bots, which is Transformers, remote control cars, Hot Wheels, video games, and all this shit is for kids. Man, it's not like some random ass hobby or some, super amazing hobby. Gym shoes, all this shit, man. Hats. Damn it, look, ain't nothing just particular to a certain group, man. We just enjoy things. I look at the laser disc collecting community, DVD collecting community, and the Blu-ray community. Those three separate damn
5 hours later.
all of those are different communities. The high eight, those small little cassette tapes. Dude, I look at all of these people, and these people are showing love to one another. Why are we the only ones ripping each other a new one? Then we getting mad talking about the community is toxic. Dude, I've noticed that. Some people were pointing that shit out in my comment section. They said, hold on, let me introduce something to you. They brought me to no messenger over there on Facebook and said,
Deixa eu ataque direto.
aren't all of these toys? Then I was talking about the person on YouTube spinning and rolling in the aisle in a fetal position, and the people like, but he's really, 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 passionate about his toys. Motherfucker, you a grown man. It's a time and a place for that shit. I'm serious. It's a time and a place. Not out in the street, in front of people and their damn kids. They start thinking our ass is weird. And that's the thing. We have so
Filha da
many
puta.
stigmas on us as collectors. Why are we giving each other, or people out there, more ammunition to use against us? Then we sitting back wondering,
Ah,
why everybody thinks it's crazy as hell? Man, look, we gotta call each other out. And I know a lot of y'all love to call me out and say, hey, you part of the problem. Because see, you don't stay on one side of the fence. Brother, that's life. You're not going to be on one side of the fence, period. It's hard to get and what I'm trying to say is, man, you gotta call spades spades. You gotta let them enjoy their hobby. If you're not into the hobby that they're in, don't show no hate. I have to tell people that in the damn group, man, calm that shit down. What is wrong with you? Damn, let the brother enjoy it. Like, man, you see what I'm doing? And brother showed off his hats. I was happy. I was looking at his hats like, damn, you know,
Uma
I like
estratégia que eu não usava há tempos, ó, minha gente.
you know what? Let's keep that 100 and keep it a base.
Observem. É. Uma putaria que ele vai fazer, vamos ver.
I know it's been a rough year for DC movies, but my first one made over $1 billion, so I'm not worried.
Because a successful first movie totally guarantees a successful sequel.
Yeah, but I'm a way more bankable DC character.
Do tell.
I mean,
And hey, it's not like you have a controversial actor in your movie. Hello.
well, that's different.
It's not like your movie focuses on your family.
I'm sorry. Who are you?
Exactly.
I'm Jim.
Welcome to 5 Points of Articulation,
Where I review action figures.
and then articulate 5 points to help you decide if you want to add that figure to your collection. The 5 points I discuss are packaging, presentation, posability, playability, and price. I'm Jason, and if you enjoy my content, please like, share, subscribe, do all the YouTube rigmarole. Before seeing Atlantis sink once more, this time at the box office, today we're taking a look at Aquaman from Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. We're also looking at Stealth Aquaman and Storm. Starting off the packaging, and both of our Aquaman come in very similar boxes. Since they're movie figures, we have to move the logo. We also see it on the side, where we have Aquaman, the Lost Kingdom Aquaman from Aquaman, the Lost Kingdom, and Aquaman, the Lost Kingdom Aquaman with Stealth Suit from Aquaman, the Lost Kingdom. And yes, I did that in one take. For those who want the regular one, here's that barcode. For those who want the stealth version, here's that barcode. No advertisements for DC Universe Infinite this time around, but on the back we get some artwork. Holy schnoz! This might be the one time where the likeness is better on the action figure than it is on the box. Overall, I guess it's fine. I really like the Atlantis artwork in the background. Questionable likenesses aside, the box gets the job done, and for packaging, I'm giving these two 1 whole point. Moving on to presentation, and gold and green Aquaman stands at a staggering 7.5 inches, whereas Stealth stands at 7.25. What the fuck? What? Why on earth is one shorter than the other? They're literally the same dude. No Frankenstein-style platform shoes. I guess if scaling was going to be an issue in any assortment, it would be the one with the fish guy, you know, the scales. But we're going into the 4th year of this line, and it's still such a problem. At the very least, I will say the figures look good. Lots of great texture in the costumes. Looking at both the shirt and the pants, we have different styles of scales, whereas the stealth suit seems to be covered in hundreds of tiny suckers. In fact, there's one born every minute. With this being Aquaman's stealth suit, I'm kind of wondering if it's made out of some kind of octopus material, something to give it the octopus's ability to camouflage. As of this recording, the movie hasn't come out yet, so I'm just speculating. That said, I did predict McFarlane was going to make his own version of Tech Shield Batman, and look what just went up for pre-order. In the addition to the dark blue costume, we've got some gunmetal gray detailing running down the sides. Flipping him around, there's more of that running down the spine. We also see that with the belt and also the boots. Not having seen the movie yet, I don't really associate this look with Aquaman. This far better suits my mental image. But I will say, if you want to swap out the head, you probably could army build this as background Atlantean, or at least an Atlantean Royal Guard. Switching back over to gold, and this is pretty much everything I could have ever wanted from a live-action Aquaman costume. I'm really glad they used this more marbleized plastic for the torso, and again, I'm really impressed with all the texture in the pants. The gloves and boots are a different shade of green as well, which really helped them to pop. And if it wasn't for the size, I'd say this would make for a great comic book style body. Where I'm a bit iffy is the head. In terms of likenesses, McFarlane has come a long way since the Snyder Cut version, but when you compare it to something like their Shazam figure, which is probably the best likeness they've ever done, I do see how this could have been a bit better. The stealth suit has the same head, but different hair, and for whatever reason, this one took a detour to Flavor Town to frost the tips. Despite the scaling issues and the fact that the likeness isn't as good as it could be, these are still very well done, so for presentation, I'm giving these Aquaman 1 full point. Moving on to posability, and again, these are two separate figures, but the articulation is surprisingly comparable. Both of them have long hair, so don't expect much out of the head. Stealth, of course, has hair at the front on both sides, so you can at least tilt this one. The arms get 90 degrees, they both have rotator cuffs and bicep well, equivalent double jointed elbows, and McFarlane wrist balls that do all the McFarlane wrist ball things. Moving to the middle, both Aquaman have diaphragm joints and dumbbell waists. They can arch back this far, which is great for swimming poses, and they can hunch forward this far, which is great if you never want them to do that. And then, of course, they each get tilt and twist. Below the Atlantean belt, they both have McFarlane-style hips. Absolutely phenomenal kick on these. The twist isn't half bad either. And then traveling down the legs, they both have double-jointed knees, with the gold one being a little bit impeded by the boots. No trouble, though, with articulation. And then both have McFarlane ankles that can swivel, hinge, and, like audiences towards DC movies, pivot. The articulation in these Aquaman is awesome, and for posability, they get 1 whole point. Moving on to playability, and in addition to figure stands, each one comes with a trading card. They both have the same write-up, and is pretty much just a general bio of Aquaman. Additionally, each one comes with a trident, fairly straightforward, but still nicely detailed, and I will say this one seems a bit sturdier than usual. You will need to heat the hand up, though, to get it in there. That, however, is not a problem for stealth. Additionally, the gold version comes with alternate put-em-up handles. But playability is more than just accessories. It's also about how well your figures play with others. Bringing out the Snyder Cut one more time, and we see all 3 of our live-action Aquaman. But for the comic version, here we have Endless Winter. For some Aquaman supporting characters, and here's the DC Direct Brightest Day Mira. I think it's a pretty safe assumption we're never getting a DC Multiverse Amber Heard version. Next up is the Page Puncher's Aqualad, which honestly goes really well with these live-action figures. Speaking of which, until I do my movie versus Page Puncher's Black Manta Versus, this DC Essentials version is the only 7-inch scale one I have on hand. Also, I'm fully aware that there's a Page Puncher's Ocean Master, but this gold label Target exclusive serves me just fine. For some other 2023 DC movie victims, and here we have Shazam from Fury of the Gods, Blue Beetle, and the Flash in the Pan. Flash brings us to the Justice League and to Henry Cavill's Superman, but for a couple of comic versions, and here's Action Comics 1000 and Hush. Next up is the Snyder Cut version of Batman, along with Nightfall, and the blue and gray version of Hush, which actually seems to be just the right size. If anything tells you this Aquaman's too big, it's that. Next up is Fury of the Gods Wonder Woman, who honestly does scale pretty well. And then zipping back over to the Flash for a moment, here we have Snyder Cut, Rebirth, and Flashpoint. For a Green Lantern, and here's the DC Multiverse version of Hal. That over-detailed costume actually works pretty well with this Aquaman. Same thing with the Zero-Hour Hawkman. And then for a comparison, who's both live-action and aquatic, here they are with the Suicide Squad King Shark. For a relative scale comparison, here they are with Pizza Spidey and the Spectacular Spider-Man. And lastly, here's Stealth Aquaman with Stealth Iron Man. What? I just need my sea legs. Of course, playability is also more than just figure comparisons. It's also about giant seahorses. Looking at the packaging, it's pretty much just the same box that Batcycles come in, save for the Aquaman logo. Out of the box, and this thing is gorgeous. Tip to detail, it's 14.5 inches long and 13.5 inches tall at its highest point. It's also really heavy, being supported by an actual metal rod. There is a ball joint at the bottom so you can pose it, but truth be told, I'm kind of worried about it wearing out over time. I've actually gone through a few tripods because of that. Either way, the sculpting is so amazing, I wouldn't be surprised if it wasn't based on the actual digital model from the movie, but it's the pearlized seafoam green and lavender paint that really makes it stand out. Storm has a dumbbell joint in the head, fins that can hinge and swivel, and a tail that can twist. That's in addition to the ball joint at the base. Accessory-wise, she also comes with a trading card of her very own. Oh, just because I'm a magical lavender seahorse, that automatically makes me a girl, huh? Obviously, it was made for the movie Aquaman, but any Arthur with sideways moving legs will work just fine. That includes DC Universe Classics, DC Essentials, and Endless Winter, which is likely how I'm going to be displaying it. And before anyone asks, I don't have the DC Icons version, but the Superman fits fine, so I'm sure Aquaman will too. In terms of accessories, Stealth may have pulled the short end of the trident. At least the main one has more options. And of course, that's to say nothing of all the versatility of Storm. For playability, Lost Kingdom gets 1 full point. This leaves us with nothing left to discuss but the price. Naturally, the individual figures are $20 a pop. Storm, on the other fin, retails for only $30, the same price as a DC collector figure, and in my opinion, much better value. For price, I'm giving Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom 1 full point for a grand total of 5 out of 5. Are you excited for the new Aquaman movie, and would you like to see Jason Momoa continue in the role? Sound off in the comments below. If you like this video, check out one of these. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be back again real soon, but until then, play nice and have fun.
Save the league. What the heck? A pig with a party hat. Hello, Mr. Piggy. Secret Piggy. Save the pig, the game. The whole game trying to save the pig's life. Help!
On to the super chat, so I can shout, swear, and so weird in the community. I know. I'm addressing directly people who are they're assholes. That's why I address it. It's nonsense. So, if you actually take it that way, then you just look at yourself and why anything else fucking you? You acting like that? You acting unfairly unreasonable. You come over today on my stream and say I can't wait to farm all this in here. If you were, you are an asshole. You understand? Because I didn't say it was going to be in here the last 7 months. Excuse me, I didn't say it wasn't going to be in here last 7 months. I said it's going to have to tell you. You're going to get completely wrong. You're an asshole. Sorry, you are. Can't help you there.
Toxic behavior.
Alright, now before I explain to you about the information about a lot of shit, I have to beat up my computer. Because it's making noise. It's really pissing me off. Hold on. All I did was lift it and reposition it. I didn't actually beat it up. I just went whoop, whoop, put it back down. It might have done it or something. It's old. It's a decade-old computer. Things are gonna wear out like this. There's nothing I can do about it besides just try to mess with it. So I don't want to make a super loud noise or anything. Okay, it sounds fine now. My computer's making noise again. It's really pissing me off. I listen to one fan that's loose, and I don't know what it's on. I think it might be on the fucking. It might actually be. Do. The thing's so dang old.
Yeah, maybe instead of spamming things, you guys hit me tonight. That'd be great, huh? You know, instead of just spamming things, man. Would it actually help?
It's gonna make those noises. It was making a lot of noise last week, so I slapped it around. And it stopped making noise for like a whole week, and now it's starting again. So it's in a bad position again, I guess.
Adolf Hitler, you are very stupid.
This one I know. Stop it.
Adolf
It only
Hitler.
was, but it's being really annoying right now. Whatever. It only does it every once in a while, and then it'll stop on its own. So, and by the way, it used to be way worse, and it got better, and it got worse. It's just a symptom of having an older PC, and nothing you can really do. But I ain't gonna work. I'm telling the truth. I only deal with numbers. If you need any more info on your friend, try the warehouse office. It's on the west side of the mill. Do not. No problem. If anyone finds me cuffed up here, I will look as tough as the others. I'm looking at all the fans of the PC, transmitting this out. I can't figure out which one's making the noise. One of the side fans is already dead, which I figured. This thing's 10 years old, so not all the fans work, right? So one of the side fans died a while ago, no big deal. I think one of the back fans died a while ago. This thing has like 1 billion fans in it, so it's not a big deal. It doesn't even feel that hot in there. But one of them is the one I remember. It's not the ones on the graphics card, and it's not the ones on the processor. So I don't know what other fan it is that's doing this noise. It's fucking stupid. It's being so annoying.
You know, I'm a simple guy. I'm a gamer. I'm not a techie. I'm not a fucking guy that knows all the ins and outs of this shit. You're like talking to a lay person. You're talking to a gamer. You're not talking to an editor. You're not talking to you're not talking to a techie guy. You're talking to a guy who just wants to sit down, press record, play a game, and have fun. I need a big PC and I need a new laptop.
I fixed it. It's one of the top. This PC has an insane amount of fans. It's got 3 fans on the top. It's got 2 fans on each front side. It's got a big fan on the back. It's got 2 bottom fans. And it's got all the fans on, like, you know, the graphics card, and of course the processor. So this thing has an insane amount of fans. The one on the back's busted. One of the ones on the side is busted. The rest of them all still work. The one that was making the most noise was on the top, very top fan. So all I did was like readjusted it, and now it's fine. It's not making noise. Of course, now my hand is filthy after the last one. Then we can play. Man, that noise was super fucking annoying. It was so loud. It was misaligned. I pushed it, and now it's fine. It's not making noise anymore. At least now I know what fan it is if I need to do that again. Okay. So let me wash my hand quick, and then we will continue. 2 dead fans is not that big of a deal. The thing has like 10 fans. And I don't think, I don't think this will have an issue. So, alright, let me brush my hand. Wash my hand. So I know that was disruptive to the stream, and I apologize, but I'm glad I did it, because now I know how to fix that problem if it happens again. I know exactly which fan is making all the noise. Like right now, if it's a humming noise, that's fine. I don't care about a little hum. I care about a little loud ass sound. Shit, I can't even pay attention to the game. It's so pissing me off. So,
Considering how dirty it looks in there, maybe I'll buy one of those. You guys think they look like fresh beer cans, right?
I'm still in the back of my mind, the back of my head.
Nope, so it looks really disgusting. I was like, yeah, it's like a decade I've been using this PC. Pretty gross, right? My old PS4 is on the floor over there. That's like this office. Oh my god. This office is thorough. It's fucking dirty ass. It really is. Again, thank you all for suggesting this. I'm very happy I did not miss this game this year. And I want to play more later in the week. Alright, so thank you guys. And again, thanks for the support today as well. Always awesome to get a good amount of support on my day back. Great. Yeah, I was you also. If you watch it on demand, also thanks. Thanks for watching this on
Mas
demand.
sabe, menino.
Well, if you like it. Let me know in the comments. Alright, peace out. Next time. Remember, I spend money pulling. I play a game called WWE Champions, which of all things you can believe in, is a WWE game that plays like Candy Crush. It's basically just moving gems around and freaking colored gems. Alright? By far, the worst game that I play is WWE Champions. This game is basically just a time waster for me. You know, I watch WWE. So a lot of the times when I'm watching wrestling, I'll open up the game and play it. It sucks. The game is actually one of the most unfair games I've ever played. This game actually actively cheats all the time. This happens all the fucking time when you play the game. The game is horrendously broken. hilarious. People are playing this game and like it, and I'm like, dude, this game is terrible. This game is actually one of the worst mobile games I've ever played because it actually cheats and generates the gems only for your opponents and not for you. Get these combos to just fall into place. WWE Champions is just a time waster. That's like the afterthought. I rarely, that's the game I like the least out of anything that I play mobile. There's still this back here.
It's still in the back of my mind.
The back of my head, the back of my mind, it's always telling me it's WWE Champions time.
I love it.
He's a mobile champion.
It's a movie.
I just care about money. I just can't help it. Contributions are mandatory. But I do it no. You're feeling the rest no decency, no respect, no common sense, no fucking maturity. God just doesn't get reality.
Viajar pra fora é o seu sonho?
Não tem como invocar, rapaz.
Meus objetivos.
Esse jogo rouba demais.
Ficar rico. Aqui é o seu perfil. Abre sua conta. Experimente café ao leite. Sabor de coleção.
Tá chato esse videogame.
apologize, Mike. I just needed to stop having my moves stop coming out so I could actually get some momentum. And I finally got that momentum and I held that shit. And now it's time to lose again. I mean, why is it since I selected Dawson it's non-stop calls? I want to know. I literally want to know why. I don't understand. She was half asleep.
Nesse duelo, cai de magia, dá uma solo. Os caras tão...
Her diving. No move! You've got to be kidding! At the critical moment. Get locked! Oh my god! At the critical moment to win, it drops my move, doesn't use me, and I lose the match because it dropped my one move. What did I say about this shit? Lost the whole first round. Can't do anything. Blocking. No effort. Literally no effort at all. Zero effort on her behalf. Get out. Get out. Win. There's no reversal that I can have done. You did not outplay me. You picked the top of your character. The same pattern as everyone else is all dead, and I can't do anything about it. I can't stop the pattern. Yeah, I can fire. What happened? I got my input again completely.
pack and you gotta wait for people to play online. Suck. Earn nothing. Get away from everything. Earn nothing. You have no honor, you have no fucking skill. Shit. Suck. Piss me off. I hate why do I have to fight $7,000 yen? I barely fought yen when I was living there, and now that I'm in South Sea, I have to fight this counter match every fucking match so we can squeeze it out. Give a fucking break. No, I don't want to fight you in every fucking match. Nonsense. You gotta be fucking kidding me! Come on! How am I ever supposed to rank up? I fucking got beaten every match this game. Every match was the first match.
Ixi, eu nem sabia, não tinha. Caramba, não, porra, mano. Eu quero nem isso aí. Caramba, é bom, né? Sempre tem comida, às vezes. Isso aí, cara.
Why did I not take the one I actually fucking did? I didn't get the one I did. I get the different punch. I want the up punch. I get the standing punch. It needs to be tough.
Mas é mãe, Oxe.
See? She recovers first. What am I supposed to do? Forever they want to look at my face and I can't do anything. Oh, boom. Alright. Yeah. Of course! Of course!
Observem, uma invocação síncro.
Out of common cat, 11. Fourth half of matches I fight their candies. Fucking ridiculous. Why the fuck is it all? Alright, let's take a break. Yeah, I know. Randy Rossi should we replace him now? What happened? When was Candy? Luke Kong, the lieutenant. I guess I missed the memo. But we're fighting all candies now. Was there? See, I'm not fucking curious right now. So what? Candy out there. Candy was crazy. Have you not noticed? If you add up the matches, I fought more Candy than any other character. It's like 120 thousand matches for the match. It's just like, what the fuck? Right? It's absolutely stupid. Alright, let me stretch my legs here. Guys, please, if you're doing some way, thank you for those who did, some membership tonight. I don't think that
Ixi. Cartoonete, mano.
funniest part too? So I've been watching Delsing matches, top players, the best Delsings in the world. When they show a Cammy matchup, every time Cammy gets on Delsing,